Why can't we just type it in on Google and say, I need to make my target this month, how do I do it? Why do all the sales training carry on doing this? And we don't get anywhere. Yes, we reach our targets, but our target is conditioned. Oh, that particular girl did well, she brought in 50,000 Rand. Straight away, our conditioning thinks, oh, 50 is good, so that's our limitation. Or, I have to pay for my car this month. I have to get my kids in school. So I build up this context of what I need for survival, and that's how we live. We come out of survival. We come out into reaction of what we have to do. We're not in creation. Creating a vision for yourself, creating a context for yourself. It's those individuals that live out of creation, live out of their own context, their own individualism, that succeed. 95% of the world's wealth is owned by 5% of the population. 5% of the world's wealth is owned by 95% of the world's population. Makes you think. And you look at those 5%, you look at those individuals, they are all different. Richard Branson, Steve Jobs, who just passed away. But each individual is very unique and they're stuck in their flow. They are creating in their flow. And why is it then that those individuals that march to the beat of their own drum succeed? Why is it? 95% of us bring in 5% of the world's wealth. I say it's because of conditioning. It's because of the mind. The mind, when you're born, we get given a name. We get given a religion. We get given our education. We get told by our parents how to speak. We get told what mannerisms we should have. A perfect example is a little boy, just say my son is at home and the wife and I go out and the son picks up a crayon because he's just learned how to draw and he goes to the kitchen wall and he draws on the kitchen wall. The parents come home and Johnny is so proud that he's drawn this picture, but we say, come here Johnny, how dare you punch on in the room, how can you do this on the wall? Do you ever think Johnny would become a Picasso? He is conditioned right there. He will be a shit scared of art for the rest of his life. And so our condition is so prevalent. By the time you are 6 years old, you're 50% of who you are today. By the time we are 16, we are 80% of who we are today, no matter what age you are, from your conditioning. It's scary to think. And therefore, your mind is relentless. It continues and continues, and it's conditioning of how we should be. How's that working out for us? Me personally, I got frustrated with it. I wanted to find out the answers. I chased my ego around the world to find this out. I was achieving all these things externally, but I wasn't happy. Because I was doing it so I could get validated, so I could get love. Oh, look what he's done. Fantastic, fantastic. But I ended up waking up with a sad, sad smile on my face. And I said, life can't be about this. What is it about? Is it all about achieving goals, 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 goals? Because after that billboard or after this goal that you've achieved, now what? You're left empty again. It's like going to a party, blowing up the balloons, and then the party's over afterwards. So what do? Your mind has got you to where you are sitting right now. Some voice in your head has got you to where you are right now. We're just going to do a little exercise for 30 seconds. I want you to stop thinking completely. If you are in control of your thoughts, if you are in control of your thoughts and not in reaction to your thoughts, we could stop thinking. Do you agree? Okay, so let's start for 30 seconds. Don't even think about what I asked you. Nothing. Okay, and if you do think about anything, just put your hand up slowly, okay? Let's start. Perfect. Easy group to work with. That's wonderful. I get some clever people in the audience sometimes. I didn't think about anything. Really? Yeah, and then he says, yeah, but you told me not to think. I know I was thinking about not to think. I said, so what are you doing, man? What are you doing? So in other words, we're not in control of our thinking. How hectic is that? We are in reaction to our conditioning daily to fit in and look good and say the right things. And then we take this conditioning into sales. We take this into conditioning of what answers people have given you. And then you think, shit, why am I agitated? Why is this a discipline? Because you are being told what to do. It's not in creation, and you are listening to the thinking in your mind. It's making you do what you were told to do. It gets rejected after the while, and then you wonder why I don't have a sparkle in my eyes, and why I'm not authentic, and why I'm not coming from an organic place of love. Why can't I be this person? And I can assure you it's not because of the company's name on the door. It's not because of your boss. When you get this, and you realize that you aren't the thinker of your thoughts. What personally happened to me, I felt like I was reborn again. Like 50 million trucks had just dropped off my shoulders. But now where do we sit? Now what do we do? If we don't want to be in reaction to our thoughts, where are we going to from here? What do we do? It's really about you have a blank canvas in life to paint the exact life that you want to live by your word. You create that word. You create what flower you want to see when you open up your eyes in the morning. You create what music you want to be playing when you wake up. You create that 1 hour holy time for yourself. You create how many calls you want to do. You create what you want to do because you know organically what it needs to be and do to achieve your particular targets. You create the context, not your boss giving you the context. Trust me, being a CEO and MD of sales companies, I have always said to whoever, if you bring in the numbers, my friend, you can play golf every single day. If that is your context and makes you flow, then I'm happy with that. The thing is, the thing is here, is that once you create your life as a masterpiece from your word versus your thinking and feeling, you are automatically aware and authentic in yourself. It's your creation. You're not in reaction to what you've got to do. And this now, all of a sudden, is not discipline, but it's freedom. Your word is freedom. You created that. You take responsibility for those actions. And trust me, while you have that context in front of you, you will be sabotaged by your thinking and feeling. It never goes away. And here's the trick. Well, not the trick. Here's something I'd like to share with you. To the degree that you are integrity to your own context is to the degree of success that you have envisioned. You can go along and say, I made 20 calls, and your voice will say, oh, but it's cold, I don't want to get out of bed. You know that flower that I put out there, I don't really want to look at it, I don't want to meditate around it, it's too cold, da 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 da. You created that. If you're not going to take responsibility of your own creation, my friend, well then just go back and listen to people and just be a sheep walking around. Create the masterpiece of sales documents or ways of life that you want to live. Create it yourself. Because then you are emotionally moved and touched by your own creation. It's not a discipline being told what to do. It's a huge breakthrough. And I can guarantee you, the results will come because you know what to do.